Guided practice 2. A pharmaceutical company has developed a new drug to decrease cholesterol. After 6 months, each volunteer has their cholesterol level measured, and the decrease during the 6 months is shown in the table. The company uses a t-test at 1% significance level, which means alpha equals 0.01, to determine if the new drug is more effective at decreasing cholesterol. State 2 assumptions that the company is making in order to use a t-test. We know the first assumption, the data is normally distributed. Second assumption, variance of the two groups is equal to each other. The data is the decrease in cholesterol. The first assumption is that the decreases in cholesterol are normally distributed. The second assumption, the variance of the two groups of drugs is equal. Let's go to E. State the hypothesis for this test. Let's go back check what is tested. The new drug is more effective at decreasing cholesterol. More effective means inequality. So this is H1. HO is related to the equal sign. So we write down H1 first. The new drug is more effective at decreasing cholesterol. HO is related to the equal sign. We could say the old and the new drug has the same effect at decreasing cholesterol. Find the p-value for this test. Check 3 marks. We need to write down the answers for T, p-value, and degree of freedom. Click this on. Press 1. Then no. Enter. Go to 4. Spreadsheet. Label column P and Q. Type in all the data. After you type in all the data, put the cursor on an empty cell. Go to menu 4 to sample t-test. Enter. Double click this right arrow button. P. Right arrow button again. Q. Then we go to alternative hypothesis. Remember, we are testing whether the new drug is more effective, which means mu1 greater than mu2. Enter. For polled, you have to change this into yes, because we assume that the variance of the two groups of drugs is equal. Then enter. You need to write down all these 3 answers. T equals 2.77. P-value equals 0.00684. DF equals 16. State the conclusion of this test in context, giving a reason. Remember, please reject HO. P-value is 0.00684. Alpha is given 0.01 less than. Since p-value is less than significance level, reject HO. Then we write down H1 at the 1% significance level. So our conclusion is that the new drug is more effective at decreasing cholesterol at the 1% significance level. Guided practice 3. Carries believes that on a memory retention test, the mean score of monolingual people, mu sub m, will be lower than the mean score of bilingual people, mu sub b. Carries give a memory retention test to a random samples of students in her class. The results are shown in the two tables. Carries performs a one-tailed t-test at a 5% level of significance. A. State two assumptions that Carries used a t-test. Assumption 1. The data is normally distributed. In this question, the data are scores. So, the scores are normally distributed. Second assumption, the variance of the two groups of people is equal. B. State the null and alternative hypothesis. Let's check back what is tested. The mean score of monolingual people, mu sub m, will be lower than the mean scores of bilingual people, mu sub b. Remember, HO is related to equal sign. Here, lower than, this is inequality. So this is an alternative hypothesis. If we are given the variables, we will use it for hypothesis. So HO will be mu sub m equals mu sub b. For H1 will be mu sub m less than mu sub b. Calculate the p-value for this test. Since this is 3 marks, you need to write down the values for t, p-value, and degree of freedom. Click this on, press 1, then no, enter. Go to 4, spreadsheet. Label column P and Q. After you put all data in, put the cursor on an empty cell. Go to menu, 4 again, enter. Double click this right arrow button, get P. Right arrow button again, Q. Go to this alternative hypothesis. Remember, H1 is mu1 less than mu2. For polled, make sure it's a yes, then enter. We got t equals negative 1.22, p-value 0.119, df equals 16. We got t equals negative 1.22, p-value equals 0.119. Degree of freedom equals 16. D. State the conclusion of the test in the context of the question. Justify your answer. Please reject HO. P-value less than significance level. Reject HO. Let's go back check significance level. Alpha equals 0.05. P-value equals 0.119. Alpha equals 0.05. Since p-value is greater than 0.05, not enough evidence to reject HO. Since not enough evidence to reject HO, we will write down HO at 5% significance level. So our conclusion is that mu sub m equals mu sub b at 5% significance level.